Alright, in this lecture, we are going to talk about the for loop, alright? There are three types of loops in C++, and pretty much in every programming language, there are three loops. There's the while loop, the for loop, and the do while loop, alright? But in this lecture, we're going to learn about the for loop, alright? Let's go ahead and just start writing our program, the basis of it. Alright, great. So now, the while loop, which we learned in the last lecture, is used when you don't fully understand how many times the loop is going to run, right? Best way to teach you is just to give you an example, right? We're going to write for, similar to if, it's going to turn blue, for, it's just like a while or a if, there's a, parentheses and brackets, alright? So for. Now, for this, we need a variable, alright? Now, in this, generally, this is what most people do, alright? I is used for scoping, which means it's only going to be used between this block of code. But pretty much it allows us to declare a variable and assign it a value, alright? Now, we're going to give it a condition, alright? I is less than, for example, we're just going to use 10, okay? Another semicolon, usually, if this was an if statement, for example, we wouldn't be using, semicolons and stuff, so this is pretty unusual to use semicolons in between parentheses, right? And I plus plus, this is our incrementer, alright? So similar to the while loop, instead, with the while loop, we had to do something like this. It's kind of what we had to do, but I like the for loop because, well, you can do it all in one line and it looks more efficient. Alright, and what are we gonna make this code do? Alright, let's see. Let's do cout I. So it's gonna print the value of I between 0 and 10. Alright, let's give it a try. Execution, run. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, alright? Why did it not display 10? Well, 9 is less than 10, so increment 10 is not less than 10. So you may need to do some, kind of reiterating, but this is the basic of a for loop. We can also use another operator, less than or equal to, alright, run. This will give us the number 10. How about we add a space, alright? Alright, what does this do? Let's see. So it spaces out the numbers, making it easier to see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blah, 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 okay? But we can also use decrement. I think that's what it's called. Increment, decrement, decrement. I don't know. So we can also display the numbers from 10 to 0 in descending order. Let me give you a try. Let's make this 10. I is greater than or equal to 0. This will produce 10 to 0. Pretty cool, huh? So let's go ahead and see how this works. It's gonna declare a variable and assign a value to it I, right? If I is greater than 0, see that? If I is greater or equal to 0, then it's gonna display this message I, and then it's gonna decrement it, alright? So this has many uses for it. This is like a really basic use, but another way we can add some fun to it, we can make enter a number. Okay. This will make the user enter a number and we'll store it in the variable answer. Alright. Let's declare a integer answer. Alright, let's give it a try. So it's going to ask the user to enter a number. And we're going to be like, whatever. So, 6. Then it's going to do the number 6 to 0. See that? Pretty interesting. What is this? Statement has no effect. Well, let me see here. Interesting. You know what? Oh, I see. Because, watch. I just learned something cool today. So answer, this literally has no effect. We're not declaring a variable and we're not assigning it a value. So we can just literally leave that out and just, as weird as it looks, there's just a semicolon there just chilling, you know? Let's click run again. This time we won't get a warning message. Let's do 100. And believe it or not, it will do all numbers from 100 all the way to 0. Pretty cool, huh? But that's kind of crazy. Let's try something really crazy with like 300, alright? Yeah, this is not... Yeah, okay. But you get the point. This is pretty much how a for loop works. With a for loop, you need to specifically, you know, tell the C++, okay, this is how many times we're gonna do it, okay? That's the difference between... Next lecture, we'll learn about the do-while loop. That one has one special quality and makes it pretty unique from these other loops. Hope you learned something new today. I'll see you in the next lecture.